Take two. Sorry, I did this several times. The Infiltrator is a damn good movie. This is this kid doing the review, so here we go. The Infiltrator is a, well, pretty decent movie, I gotta say. It was between this and the new Ghostbusters, and I chose wisely. It stars Bryan Cranston as as the main, as the character who's trying to bust Pablo Escobar and the drugs coming in to Miami in the 1980s. It's well crafted, well shot, and well made. The acting I'll talk about real quick. This won't be a long review, so I'll make it as quickly as possible. I'll start with the main lead. Bryan Cranston is amazing. He does this character really well. He's playing this, at times he's playing as drug lord, well, this fake money launderer, and this, as himself as the, as the deep cover guy, and he is phenomenal. He is just amazing. I know people have been saying this a lot, but like, he can pull off. Anytime he's in a movie, he levels the performance. Like, if you're watching a comedy or with like Malcolm in the Middle or Breaking Bad, he is doing so goddamn well. Like, he does great performances, and like watching him on screen is just a treat every time you see him. Especially in Malcolm. If you think about his roles on Malcolm in the Middle, he plays that dopey dad, but honestly, he has more like range than that character of Hal. Then there's John Leguizamo, who, in my mind, sells that movie. Who sells that movie perfectly. Like, every time, and especially John Leguizamo too. Like, anytime that man's on screen is a delight to watch. It is something like amazing, and never a dull performance in that. Like, especially like if you're a longtime John Leguizamo fan and have watched him in several things, he knows how to give a good performance, especially in the Super Mario Brothers movie. So, which, honestly, like, even those two were like drinking like sailors during this filming of that. Yeah, they know how stupid that movie was. And my camera just wound up Two-Face. Alright, but yeah, he's doing a phenomenal job playing, the lower ranking guy trying to make the deals and stuff like that. Then you have Pablo Escobar's main guy in Miami, the one who, like, Bryan Cranston talks to and stuff like that. You've seen in the trailers where he's just like, do you know who the biggest money launderer is in America? And, yeah, he's playing that great part too. He's just an emotional, for a drug lord guy, he's not really a bad, like in most of these movies, like they always play like the scum of the earth beating their wives. Here, he's playing a nice, genuine person. Like, he's playing a person who's just stuck in this job, and like, you can tell it by like watching the scenes and stuff like that, where like the FBI break into his house, or like he's trying to escape like the raid on the job he's on, and it's just really intense scenes. Like, he's really good at being in this movie. I think it's the same guy who was in The Cleaner too, that TV show on A&E, which I thought it was about like a hitman cleaner who just, the guy who goes and takes care of messes, if you know what I'm talking about, especially looking like a Goomba. Yeah, I'm balding. Gotta drink the milk. Gotta go out and get me some vitamin D. But yeah, you got Bryan Cranston as the FBI agent and all that. Well, what was it? Oh yeah, the guy who was the cleaner. He's playing a phenomenal role in that. He's always good to watch. This has like a lot of great actors in it and a lot of great like performances. Especially like the one dude who's like a bisexual. He's fucking hilarious. The direction of the movie is really good too. It's kind of reminiscent of Miami Vice and Cocaine Cowboys and a little bit of Drive, if that makes any sense. It's shot more like an episode of Miami Vice that's like made for HBO rather than whatever network it was on at the time. It's very interesting too, just to see this, and yeah, it's very hits home. It hits home to certain spots that talks about this history of this, like what was going on in America at the time in the 1980s. We had drug wars, we had this, we had that. It's shot like a Michael Mann film, and it's very 80s reminiscent, especially with the soundtracks, the scenery, like especially like the events that happen in it. The TV ads, like the time, and yeah, also you just enjoy, like, it's an enjoyable ride to the 1980s. This is not the best review, too, because I didn't make it into a, straight up, like, this is what this movie is about. No, this movie is about pretty much what it is, and it also shows, like, the dark side of, like, undercover agents, like, not just, like, almost getting caught, but, like, getting too attached. Like, the getting caught part is scary, but it's the getting attached part that's more terrifying, because it's, like, and traumatic, because it's, like, you relate to these people, and you actually are now at their human level, but in the end, you have to betray them, you have to do this, like, and it's a very sad moment, too, and, like, there's a woman in it who's kind of like Hillary Clinton. And all I'm going to say is this movie's kind of little anti-political messages in there, especially with the Trump and Hillary kind. But that's not really what it's about. So, overall, I think this movie's pretty damn good. I would recommend seeing it in theaters or waiting for a DVD release because it is long. If you have the patience to watch it in theaters, go ahead. It's nothing like A History of Violence, which that movie kind of sucked, because it was just too long and boring. It was well shot, don't get me wrong, it was well shot, well acted and all that, but it was boring. Whoever wrote the screenplay for that movie should have been shot, or the camera, or the direction of that movie, and the editing. But this movie actually had some pretty good things in it. So, I will see you guys in the next episode. My recommendation, go watch it. Yeah, so go watch it, you know what? So, till then, folks, I will see you in the next video, and we'll maybe talk about Ghostbusters. Maybe the remake, maybe the original. I don't know. So till then, see ya, take care, love you, and bye-bye from this kid's production.